can you immediately resign? You are not fit to be in that docket.
Who killed Albert Ojwang?
And from the totality of things, he should be treated as a prime suspect in the matter.
The ghost of Albert Ojwang is not resting easy, and neither are Kenyans. Ever since news broke of the brutal torture and death of the young influencer, the nation has turned into one massive crime podcast. Twitter is on fire, fingers are flying in every direction. Some point to the DCI under Mohammed Amin. Others blame the Nairobi Central Police Station controlled by Samson Taalam. And then there is Eliud Lagat, the man who filed the complaint against Albert. Now, depending on who you ask, he is either a victim of defamation or the puppet master pulling bloody strings.
Lagat must go! Lagat must go! Lagat must go! Lagat must go! Lagat must go!
But if you thought the truth would come fast and clean, June 11th showed otherwise. Now, this case is a murky soup of contradictions, erased CCTV footage, and the kind of institutional finger-pointing that would make even the boldest conspiracy theorists take notes.
Can you tell the country how it came to pass that Ojwang was moved all the way, hundreds of kilometers, contrary to the provisions of normal procedure?
Here is why Albert's death is looking messier than we thought. Number 1. Contradicting statements between Kanja and the Communication Authority of Kenya.
And consequently, on 7th June 2025,
Inspector General of Police Douglas Kanja, while giving his account to the Senate, painted a story that sounded like a procedural textbook. According to him, after Eliud Lagat filed a complaint accusing Albert of calling him corrupt on social media, the cybercrime unit of the DCI moved in. Corporal Abdurrahman Hussein and Constable Dennis Kinyoni, Samuel Kamau, and Milton Mwanze roped in the Communications Authority of Kenya, CAK, to track down the offending Twitter account and the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission, EACC, to check if Lagat was indeed under investigation.
To verify the claims, the investigating team wrote a letter to the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission, the EACC, to confirm whether Mr. Eliud Lagat was under any investigation. Similarly, a request was made to the Communications Authority of Kenya, CAK, in writing to provide registrations, details, and preserve posts associated with the X account handle at Pixel Pioneerai, account name Pixel Pioneer. On 4th June 2025, CAK responded confirming that the handle was active and had 13.4 thousand 400 followers.
However, before Kanja could finish his monologue, CAK, that is Communication Authority of Kenya, interrupted the show with a loud public disclaimer. According to them, not only do they not have real-time tracking powers, but they were also not involved at all. Categorically distance Communication Authority of Kenya from any involvement whatsoever, they said, sounding more like a disowning parent than a regulator. Number 2, the vanishing CCTV footage. Now, if there is anything that could have spilled the beans, it was the CCTV footage from Central Police Station. But shocker, it was tampered with. The Independent Policing Oversight Authority, IPOA, confirmed what most Kenyans feared. Someone got to the tapes before the truth could. The cameras at Central Police Station, which could have shown what happened to Ojwang, were tampered with.
The key findings: 1. That the CCTV systems located at OCS office had been interfered with. Number 2, that the post-mortem conducted on 10th June 2025 revealed the cause of death as head injury due to blunt force trauma, neck compression, and multiple subcutaneous bruises all over the body. This, Honorable Speaker, the autopsy report and our preliminary investigation rule out the theory of suicide. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Douglas Kanja told the Senate that Ojwang was arrested in Homa Bay, booked at Mawega Police Station on June 7th at 4 p.m., then whisked 350 kilometers to Nairobi Central Police Station, where he was booked again at 9:32 p.m., alive and well, supposedly.
The status of the deceased when he was brought in to Central Police Station was normal. That information, the status of the deceased when he was brought in to the Central Police Station at that 23 hours, the status was normal.
But DCI boss Mohammed Amin walked into the ring with a different gospel. He claimed that OCS at Central Police Station, that is Samson Talam, refused to even book Ojwang himself. Amin alleges Talam refused to book Ojwang upon arrival, suggesting the blogger's fate was sealed at Central.
And it says that the suspect was placed in cells while appearing normal. And that was captured digitally. So there's no room for human manipulation. It has further been confirmed that before the booking, the report office personnel called the OCS. And it's unfortunate it is being said that Talam, Honorable Chair, Honorable Speaker, is the OCS and not the OSPD. That he declined to book the suspect. Talam is the officer commanding Central Police Station. And from the totality of things, he should be treated as a prime suspect in the matter.
To the DCI, what criteria did you use to conclude that the OCS is the prime suspect? Because even for the members of the public who viewed the body at the city mortuary, the body does not actually appear fresh, meaning there was quite some time. It's either allegedly the officers at the Central Police were under duress to admit a half-dead person, because the time duration by arrival at Central Police and the time Ojwang was taken to Mbagathi, it was less than 1 hour. Ojwang was declared dead, Mr. Speaker.
Talam, however, isn't taking this lying down. He and his officers have spun a counter-narrative, claiming Ojwang arrived at Central Police Station already in critical condition, practically a corpse, they say. They even insist they tried to save him, pointing the finger back at the DCI officers who brought him from Homa Bay.
The question was on the officers who are interdicted, what we are doing about them as an authority. And I had indicated in my report that the 6 officers were to report today for statement writing at the authority headquarters. And during lunchtime, I've confirmed they have reported and their statements were being taken. 8 of them, including the OCS, had already taken the statements. So of the 6, the authority saw 9 more, 11 more being persons of interest, who are officers who are also around in the Central Police Station, and they'll also be taken in for statement writing. There was also a question on how long we think as an authority we can give the same case to ODPP for prosecution. Honorable Speaker, with deliberation with my team, our legal team and our investigators, if we are given less than 10 days, we will be able to have all the reports ready, given that we have around 4 or 5 things that we need to conclude. And Honorable Chair, we had given, we had a bill in front of this House through JILAC, that is Honorable Sigei's committee, on powers to arrest and prosecute. There was a question on why the officers have not been arrested. So these are still powers that you are seeking as an authority, because if given these powers, we'll be able to arrest and also prosecute immediately we are done with our investigation. And Honorable Speaker, we are committed. As the CS said, nobody is above the law. Our act as IPOA gives us mandate and powers to summon anyone, including the IG, for statement taking.
The officers under Talam ran to IPOA and repeated the same line. Ojwang didn't die here at the Central Police Station. He came dying literally.
Why we are demanding that DIG Lagat steps aside, it is because he is a police officer and this matter revolves around him. So you cannot liken this to a complaint that is made by a senator or somebody else. This is a police officer who can interfere and who can command even people, the officers that are investigating. So it needs to be made clear. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
And round we go. Every official statement in this case comes with its own plot twist. Every department is trying to drag another into the mud while keeping their boots shiny. Meanwhile, Albert Ojwang is still dead. His family is still grieving. And the truth still hiding in the shadows. Somewhere between a broken camera, a fake booking, and a trail of digital silence.
Albert, to the conditions that he was found the next day in the morning when he was taken to the hospital. What happened at that night is what we want to know. And alongside that, Mr. Speaker, the IG is on record having stated in the media that Albert hit his head on the wall. Who gave him that information? And does he still stand by that information given what IPOA said of the autopsy report? That is what I want to know. What happened in that night?
So the cops need to know that even though you're working for this wicked regime, you will go to court on your own, and we shall make sure that once we take political power, you will pay for every single life that has been lost in Kenya.
Sure. Indeed, no one wants to carry the blame, but someone has blood on their hands. Maybe more than one, actually. Anyway, what are your thoughts? Leave your thoughts in our comment section. That is it for now. Thanks for watching. Let's meet next time. Bye-bye.